What's happening, everybody? It's Passive Crypto Mining here, the #1 place for all things crypto. Today we've got the unboxing of the Geodnet Weather Space Station Miner. If you wanted to know more about this project, I did an in-depth video on this project. I'll link it in the description and I'll also tag it at the end of this video. Today's video is going to be an unboxing of the product. I'll get to show you exactly what arrived at my home and also the best way for you to set it up. Let's get right into the unboxing of the Geodnet miner. So the product was shipped by USPS. I had to pay for the import duty before it was arrived at the home, and it arrived in this fancy looking box. You'll notice Hyfix, which is the web URL. I've got a link in the description if you want to head over straight to the website to purchase this item. And if you look at it, it comes in a fancy box. It's got this very shiny print on the front of it, and as we open it we can see all of the items that you need to get your weather space station up and running. The first thing here is the threaded rod. It's not as long as I thought it would be, as you can see here, so it's not a very wide rod. Next we have the console itself. It's very small and very light, which is good or bad depending on where you want to host it. It's got a metal casing, as you can see. On one side of it you have the LED lights, the on and off switch, which let you know that the device is running properly, and of course it runs via USB-C. On the rear part of the device you can see, covered up by these rubber tips, you can see the Wi-Fi, the GNSS and the LoRa ports, which can be connected to as and when the devices arrive. At the moment we only have the Wi-Fi and the GNSS device. Looking at the antenna itself, you can see that it has the area for the threaded rod to go in, and it also has the port for the cable to go in. It's a very light device. It's not huge in terms of its width, and the device is designed to be shining straight up into the sky. Next up we have the cable that comes with the device. It's a lengthy 10-meter cable. It's designed as a low signal loss cable. One end of the cable, which is designed to go into the antenna itself, and the other side of the cable, which is designed to go into the unit which sits inside the property. Next up we're having a look. It's a typical USB-C cable that it's powered by. I normally get longer cables for my devices simply because I like to put them sometimes further away from the plug itself. And also it comes with this Wi-Fi antenna. Presumably the device itself does not have a strong Wi-Fi signal, so you want to plug this in to connect it to the Wi-Fi in the house. It doesn't have an Ethernet cable, but we'll see how well the Wi-Fi dongle picks up the Wi-Fi connection. I'm not expecting there to be major issues, but it's just something to be wary about. If you have it very far from a Wi-Fi connection, you may struggle with regards to the connectivity to the internet. And the last thing that we can see in the box supplied are the mounting brackets. The mounting brackets come with the associated screws. There are 3 in total, and these are designed to go into the threaded rod and then also into a permanent structure. Of course, you don't have to use these devices. If you wanted to, for example, attach the threaded pole to an existing pole, for example, what I'm planning to do is attach it to my helium antenna pole. There are other brackets that you can purchase. Now quickly I'm going to show how to assemble the device, putting the threaded pole into the antenna until it stops, taking off the rubber tip, and then feeding in the low loss cable that has been provided with the device. I noticed that it does not seem to have a waterproofing already fitted, so I'll be using self-amalgamating tape on this connector as it will be outside. It's something which I would recommend for any connections that take place outside, and it tends to do a decent job. And you can see here what the device will look like when it's on the pole and also when the cable is connected in. What's important is the setup for this device and how it's positioned in the air. I'll quickly show you what the device setup guide says is the best method for it to be set up. As you can see here, when choosing a location, it's important to make sure that it is a roof mounted placement with a clear view of the sky and a 10-degree elevation angle. So you can see here that when it's mounted on the highest point in the house, there should be a 10-degree elevation where there is no obstacles, including trees, buildings and other such items. In my case, one of the properties that I wanted to put it on does have some obstacles, so I'll be waiting a few more days until I can get this up on a property that doesn't have the obstacles, and I'll probably do another follow-up video which is a step-by-step guide of how to connect on the back end and how to set this up in the best way that you can. For now I'm quite excited about this project. I'll see how it goes. There is no earning yet, But as a minimum, I'll be able to track the position of space stations and get some other interesting data from this project. Let me know what you think about this project, if you have any questions about it, and keep tuned to this video. Once I do my setup, I'll probably tag it at the end of this video as well. And that's it from this video. I'll catch you in the next one.